Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Welcome to Calsu Stadium in Del City for the Squirtle Game of the Week. Mark Rogers and Adam Dieselhorst here tonight for what should be a great win. The McAlester Buffaloes, runner-up in Class 5A a year ago against the Del City Eagles, who have dropped down from Class 6A Division II to square off here tonight. We've got a lot of players that are headed for Division I next year in the NCAA. 2 at Del City, 1 at McAlester, potentially another one at McAlester in the class of 2024. And I can't wait for this one. Both teams come in undefeated tonight. Del City managed their way through a really difficult non-district schedule that included some teams bigger than they were in class. McAlester challenged themselves in an out-of-state contest, going to Shreveport, facing Scotlandsville of Baton Rouge. So this should be a good game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, star power, like you mentioned, 2 teams that people had circled this year as contenders, to make a run for a gold ball. And what a beautiful night, too. We've had some really hot weather to start the season, and tonight is like perfect. You can't ask for a better night for football.
You absolutely cannot. And the coin toss is going on here, and we'll go over some of the individual talent for McAlester. Eric McCarty, wearing number 1, is the player committed to the University of Oklahoma with offers from all over the country. He's been a workhorse from them on either side of the football. Equally talented at linebacker and running back. Teams have been focusing on him this year, and numbers are down from where they were before. McAlester won the toss. Let's see, it looks like they will receive. And we'll have that for you momentarily. For Del City, Kenigel Thomas, outside receiver, plays corner. Wide receiver is a big play threat on either side of the football. Also, Jaden Foreman is another one of the defensive linebacker types that is committed to Oklahoma State that they've had so much success with here inside the state of Oklahoma. He'll be wearing number 8 tonight. Thomas will be wearing number 1. So McAlester will receive the opening kickoff. Del City will have the choice in the second half. Several great games going on tonight around the state, and we'll have updates for you on all of those this evening.
I'm going to be interested to see what your uniform thoughts are. These are 2 classic uniforms. Although we're not big fans of McAllister's numbers. A little difficult to see from up here.
Well, I like the Del City uniforms. I'm going to have to work off the monitor tonight. They're a little more clear, the McAlester uniforms with the gold numbers. Not done purely in a fashion mode, not done for the benefit of the fans or the announcers or really anyone else. The referees who are a little bit closer to the action down there tonight. But no, it's going to be difficult to discern who's doing what for McAlester. So please be patient with us tonight on the calls.
I'm going to try to be like a quasi-spotter for you tonight, so
okay.
You may not get a lot of great color.
Love it.
So that's what I'll try to do.
I love it. But great to be here in Del City. I think this Class 5A is the most difficult class of any to win a state championship. There is depth supreme in this class. For McAlester, I mean, it just does not get any easier. Next week, they have to go to Coweta, who's another team that's played very well in the non-district portion of the schedule, been dominant, knocked off arch rival Wagner so far this year. So it's we'll know a lot about this McAlester team. If they can emerge with 2 road victories over Del City and Coweta, I think they immediately become considered a favorite in this class. Bishop McGuinness will have a lot to say about that. The Irish and the Eagles have had a non-district schedule of games going for quite a few years that was broken this season. Del City's non-district opponents were Choctaw, which is considered to be a team that potentially could win Class 6A Division II. Booker T. Washington, always a powerhouse. And Midwest City, this traditional Sooner Road rival for the Eagles. Been kind of waiting for a real barn burner, Adam.
Oh, I know, man. We feel like we've done a good job of picking games, but man, we have not had any close ones, have we?
We haven't. I'd be surprised if this one wasn't to the wire tonight.
So it's interesting when they change districts. You know, obviously we had Coach Jones on your podcast in the summer, and he talked about moving to that Eastern District. I kind of like that. I think it's cool that they do that. They pull some teams from the metropolitan area. I mean, obviously you have to based on numbers, but not a normal matchup. You get a lot of matchups that you commonly wouldn't see.
I think some districts feel like doing it differently. Like we've separated Yukon and Mustang. We separated some of the Moore schools, or the Moore schools are together for the first time ever. And this one's going to be brought out of the end zone. And the Eagles get a good stop inside the 20-yard line where McAlester will take over 1st and 10. But the Mid-Del schools, instead of playing in one district, all split up with Midwest City, Carl Albert, Del City each in one, which allows them to play a non-district game instead of having to find more non-district games and just queue up the local games to the district. But it is Del City that has, I think, the benefit of probably maybe a few more and a little bit longer bus trips than potentially some other schools. But if you look at Midwest City, they've got to make a trip to Altus and double tight for the Buffaloes. And it's McCarty as the quarterback takes the snap and runs for a gain of 4. Let's see where they finally mark him. Mark him all the way at the 48-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. And the reception for the Buffaloes made by Lance Stone, Jr.
Boy, big hit here on this side of the field, too. Obviously, just from watching the pregame, we obviously know McAlester is wanting to try to attempt to be the more physical team. I don't know if you saw him, but I'm pretty sure they might have been doing the Oklahoma drill before the game started.
It's a famous McAlester tradition. They call it the bull in the ring.
Okay.
Where there's one poor individual in the middle, and there's several people that line up or get called out of the ring to go hit the bull. I'm not sure that he's really a bull. I would say he's more of a sacrificial lamb. McCarty again. That is good defense from the Eagles. He is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage, but you know, Adam, it's looked to me like he's been stacked up a couple of times, and it's still a 3-yard gain. Yeah,
he's definitely pushing the pile. And I'll tell you what, one thing I noticed on that run is he actually had some space back towards the sideline there, so look for that, maybe a cutback lane for him on a future play.
Second down and 3. Buffaloes go with a bunch set to the wide side of the field. Actually, the ball is really placed right in the middle. Tied into the left, and McCarty offset to the right. Going to throw it back, and we got a penalty flag on the play. Del City does a really nice job of stopping this without going anywhere. Pass was complete to Chaz Bradley. Bradley was listed in the McAlester roster as an athlete. He had no position, so see where he lines up the most. This one's going to go on the Buffaloes. Talking things over with the Eagles. I'm going to guess illegal formation.
Boy, it's taken them a while to figure it out, isn't it?
It is, indeed. And there you go, illegal procedure. They're going to be able to, I don't know, potentially decline this? I would think not. Don't know. Decline?
Yep.
So 3rd down and 7 to go. Wait a minute. So they're going to have to move the ball back here. That was quite a bit of confusion.
It's third down. I don't feel like the down marker guy is in the right spot.
He is not. He got some fancy equipment, though. Is glow in the dark?
Yeah, I mean,
that's solar powered?
I don't know.
There we go. 3rd and 9. I think the luxury, as good of a player as Eric McCarty is, 3rd and 9 might be just a handed off type down. He is split out of the backfield. Leno, the quarterback, is rolling to his right, and he is tackled, and that's another loss of 1, and the Del City defense has forced a 4th down and long. That's a loss of 2 as well. Add another one on.
So right decision there with the coaching staff from Del City declining the penalty.
McAlester will punt from a spread formation. And it's a good one. Braylon Adama, the Del City running back, is there to field at the 15.
Returnable.
Fields it on the run, and he's into open space. He's at the 35, and we have a penalty flag thrown right at the 32-yard line. The only thing I can think of there, Adam, is a offensive face mask.
Yeah, I think you're right, too. Either that or I don't know if – usually it's got to be a little more obvious than that, but it looked like a stiff arm to me, but it looks like you're right, Mark. Looks like they're going to be walking it back.
Could have been holding. I just saw that the flag was thrown right at where that hand to the face occurred. Are they going to pick this up? Let's see. It's the same crew that did the game last night. That's a face mask on the defense. A 5-yard penalty.
And that was Owen Russell.
And this Del City possession will begin at the 44-yard line. We're in for a treat as well. I love the Del City quarterback, DeKalen Godwin. He is fun to watch. Penalty will be illegal procedure against the Eagles.
Really kind of sloppy early with quite a few penalties so far early here in the game.
Nothing sloppier than the yard marker, who's failed to move back, also now 5 yards.
He's probably enamored by his light that is lit up.
Yeah, it'll take him a while to get into the game, and he probably is watching the contest. It's going to be a good one. Godwin hands it off.
Goal. Good tackle.
And that was a great tackle in the open field from guess who?
I mean, a very good tackle. You don't.
McCarty on the tackle. Second down and 13 for the Eagles. A lot of speed on the outside in this offense. Godwin trying to elude some defenders and gets past a couple, and there goes the speed. And Godwin is able to scramble from the 41 in his own territory to the 48, and McAlester, that's a gain of 11.
Boy, and it looked like he had nothing, and he just snuck out of there. And once he caught the corner, he was 5 yards down the field before you knew it.
Got his team out of a bind, and in a short or third and manageable position here right now, 3rd and 2, 3rd and short. Foreman split wide to the right. Or excuse me, that's Omar Brown. So you can see the size that Del City has, the wide receiver position. Bouncing outside. Nice. There goes Adama, and Adama is going to have the first down. Needed 2, got 3, and the Eagles have picked up a couple of first downs here on the opening drive.
See McCarty there again on the tackle. What? Very fundamental.
I think his future definitely is on the defensive side of the ball at Oklahoma. Snap is high.
Got a flag down, too.
Let's see if the Buffaloes would like to counter with their own declining of a offsides penalty. Just a sideline warning. So that is loss of 2. Second down and 13 to go for the Eagles. Clock running, 6:42 to go in the first quarter. Quick pass is thrown, and another good tackle made by McAlester. This is a team that really is solid fundamentally. Nigel Thomas, the Kansas State commit from Del City.
I'm going to guess that wasn't the first sideline warning that McAllister's received this year. Their coaching staff, I love the passion that they have.
You got the band and full cheer squad and really good crowd on the visitor sidelines here. Godwin drops back to pass, throwing it over the middle. He's got a man, and it's a strike, and the Eagles score first. 44 yards out. Nigel Thomas is behind the defense.
Good ball, man.
He can throw it, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Robert Jones said he reminds him of Michael Vick. He can just fly and make things happen, and that was a great deep ball against man coverage.
Put it right on the dot, too.
Extra point is good. We'll take a quick timeout. 5:51 to go in the first. The Eagles are on the board, courtesy of a 44-yard touchdown pass from Godwin to Thomas. We're back with more here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
All right, welcome back. Mark Rogers, Adam Diesel Horse, 7-0 Del City. Big third down and 10 connection from DeKalen Godwin to Nigel Thomas, and the Eagles will kick it back off to the Buffaloes.
Got a shout out from the Todd Miller from Little Rock, Arkansas. He told me to tell you hello, Mark.
Always great to hear from Todd, who is a man of international mystery. You never know where he's going to be. So he's in Little Rock tonight.
He's in Little Rock. He's got an OBU game tomorrow, so.
I would think Todd would have gotten down to Hot Springs.
Yeah, there's got to be a concert, right?
Something's going on in Hot Springs tonight. Probably more interesting than would be in Little Rock.
Well, what a great opening drive, obviously, for Del City. And, you know, obviously in a game as big as this, striking first, I think, is probably going to be a key. And kind of see how McAlester can respond here on this drive.
I think the McAlester approach is not one that it's difficult to, you know, I don't think they find themselves behind very often.
Sure.
But and I'm sure they can throw the football as well. It's a very talented team. There's a nice run and also a good
Fumble,
tackle.
fumble.
The ball is out, and it looks like
Yep.
Del City's got it. Wow, what a play.
That was Aaron Carter.
Dakota Moten with the carry. And Moten had a pretty good run going, but the ball popped out. It was a great tackle.
Number 6, Aaron Carter forced that fumble.
Yeah, Aaron Carter, will give him the credit on forcing the fumble.
Eagles first and 10.
And so Del City takes over here deep in Buffalo territory. Godwin rolls out, fakes the handoff to Adama.
Oh,
He's
wow.
going deep again, and he's got his man down to the 4-yard line. Pass thrown to Tango McCauley, another one of the big physical receivers that the Eagles have from the 35-yard line to the 3. It's a 32-yard pass. Quickly back up in the line. Handoff to Adama. Adama spinning, churning towards the end zone. He's going to be stopped short. He'll get to the 1. It's a 2-yard gain and set up second down and goal.
Boy, what a start by Del City. Somebody lost their shoes. They're having to come off the sideline now.
And there we go. Touchdown. Eagles score. It's Demarion Turner in for the touchdown, and it is now 13-0.
Number 2, Demarion Turner.
3-play drive. Doesn't take long to capitalize on that. The 32-yard pass from DeKalen Godwin to Tango McCauley, and the extra point pending. It is now, let's see, that was a missile. It is good. 14-0. Del City over McAlester in this battle between the top 2 ranked teams in Class 5A. You're watching the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Welcome back. Eagles will kick it off for the 3rd time tonight, and the ball is right down the middle of the field. Buffs have a man going down the boundary, and he is gone. Into the clear, and that is a touchdown. That's the fastest way to get back into this contest for McAlester. Blaze Ball, the junior, taking it 80 yards for a touchdown. Special teams costing the Eagles. McAlester scores, and certainly one that was needed. Snap is down. Hold is good. Extra point is good. 14-7, 4:36 to go. We had 21 points scored in the last minute and 40 seconds of this game. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Del City will receive the football up 14-7.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
Welcome back into the game of the week. We've already had plenty of fireworks. 75-yard kickoff return by Blaze Ball. It's an appropriate name. Blaze right down the right boundary for a touchdown.
He did blaze for sure.
High kick is taken at the 20-yard line and fumbled. And the Eagles have had a couple of really rough special teams plays. They're going to take over at the 16-yard line. McAlester did a good job of covering that kick. So that's where Del City takes over, up 14-7. Beautiful night for football here with 4:31 to go. I think, again, DeKalen Godwin is a generous listing at 5'6", but he plays much bigger than that. Adama breaks free, into the clear. Big stick right next to the first down marker. He'll take it to the 25-yard line for a gain of 9. Second down and 1. Can really go into the bag of tricks here. A lot of people believe the philosophy is just, hey, keep picking up first downs. It gives you at least 3 more attempts before I have to think about a punt. Here goes Godwin around the right side. He's at the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Very difficult to tackle. Going to mark him out at the 34-yard line. It's a 9-yard run for Godwin. Looks to me so far, Adam, that the Eagles have an advantage in the speed department. Godwin,
nice double move.
Under pursuit and just throws the ball away. Incomplete. Excellent pass rush from the Buffaloes. I believe that was, looks like Malachi Rice perhaps on the rush. Handoff. And good defense by the Buffaloes. It is McCarty over there to finish him off. Also initial contact by Braden Bumpus. Adama will pick up 4, and this brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles. Godwin facing only a 3-man rush. The Buffaloes dropping everyone back. This can be a dangerous proposition against a guy that can run like this. But great tackle in the open field at the 39-yard line to thwart what would be another potential scamper and long run for the Eagles.
Huge tackle there. Just barely tripped him up just enough to get him on the ground.
Eagles are going to have to punt, and the momentum is now going to the guys in the white jerseys. Oh,
blocked.
It was. I don't. Can we call that blocked? It was just basically sculled, is what it was. It looked like maybe a 3-iron that I would hit. It was just off the ground.
And it was McCarty who got through there.
We'll credit a block punt, and it has been 3 rough special teams plays for the Eagles right now, and the Buffaloes are set up in better than average field position at their own 46-yard line. So back comes McAlester. It looked like things were going to go sideways for the Buffaloes, or they actually were early in this contest, down 14-0. 75-yard kickoff return by Blaze Ball, and now a block punt. And the Buffaloes have it at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Momentum has switched. Obviously, Del City had all that momentum early on, but McAlester with a big run. And
the Buffs are going to like to run this clock. That's a 4-yard gain by McCarty.
You mentioned this earlier, Mark. I got to tip my cap to McAllister's fans. Man, they traveled well. There's a lot of McAllister faithful over there.
Let me know if you can interpret any of the signals that they're sending into the quarterback. They've got several signs over there. It looks
they do.
Like a Division I operation. McCarty in the single wing plows forward. The Del City defense is really not giving up much. Look at this. Look at that pile go. You've got to be impressed. You've seen videos of McCarty run that's posted on social media. Then you know that this is a deal. Incredible leg drive. And he's doing this against the Del City front that has plenty of big fellas and talent.
Yeah, I mean, probably one of the top defensive linemen in the state, Foreman, the Foreman kid that's going to OSU, and they've been running towards him, too, today.
Jaden Foreman. Diamond formation with McCarty taking the snap. Oh, there's a big stop. Big stop on 3rd down.
Boy, he's going to be close. Or just shy. McCarty kind of dipped his head and found just a small crease to get just a little bit of yardage.
I think we're going to have to measure this. 1st down? 4th down.
Called 4th, yep. Our down marker guy, he's trying to make his way over there.
All right, Eagles fans, we need to get up, get loud! Timeout on the video called by the Eagles. That's their 1st and a half.
So we'll take a timeout right here. 1:05 to go in the 1st quarter. A decision coming up for McAlester. Surely they will go for this.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
All right, here we go. Crucial play, 4th down and 1 on the, this is an interesting formation here. Did the Eagles jump?
Yeah, they did.
Wow, 1st down.
Penalty flag on the Eagles. Offsides. 5-yard penalty. And that'll give McAlester a first down.
So the ball goes to the 40-yard line. Costly penalty for the Eagles. Same formation. We'll see if they can get him again.
Ooh, look at this.
McCarty's under center. And look at the pile move again. This is impressive. Gain of 8.
That was an interesting formation. That was like old school football there, just double tight.
Hard to see. You know, I mean, once they come out of the huddle, especially if you have a key, right? There's really no key there, the way that everybody's lined up.
Snap the ball so quick, too. It's hard to get adjusted.
Forrest Mazie, the head coach at McAlester, has certainly done a great job everywhere he's been. He's got a career record of 70-20. Took Poto to the state semifinals and took McAlester to the state finals a year ago. Another carry that will be close to the 1st down marker.
Boy, this clock is moving too. It's going to be probably the last play of the quarter.
I believe that was Ball on the carry for the 2-yard gain and 1st down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our first quarter.
It's the end of the 1st quarter. Only the 2nd meeting between these two schools in history. The last one was lopsided, 56-8 in favor of McAlester back in 2014. This one's going to be a lot better tonight. We'll take a break and come back with the start of the 2nd quarter here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Welcome back. 1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes. 30-yard line. Recap the scoring. It was Del City scoring first. 44-yard touchdown pass from Godwin to Thomas. The Eagles got right back after it. 1-yard run from Damarian Turner. And a big kickoff return. And that's great defense. Pass intended for the McAlester receiver here to the right side. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Number 7, Omar Brown was on the coverage.
Looks like McCarty's getting a little bit of a breather here, playing both ways.
He's played a lot of snaps.
Yeah, he has. It's Blaze Baugh in the backfield. Baugh takes it, has some running room, powers forward to the 25-yard line. We'll give him a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
What a great name. Blaze Ball.
Of the legend that is Edgecraft Barbecue until Lane talked about it on the Pick'em Show Tuesday night. Well, no, quarterback drops back, got a man wide open, touchdown. What an executed play by the Buffaloes, and it's the big play threat out of the backfield, Blaze Ball, who hauls in the 30-yard pass. Some play action deception. They faked the handoff to Ball.
What an answer.
And he ran right down the left boundary unscathed. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Flags down. Extra point is good. We'll wait to see what the penalty might be. Looks like they're going to have to re-kick this. Still don't have an official ruling. Penalty will be against the defense, so they'll move this half the distance to the goal from the 3 to the 1.5. And it looks like McAlester will go for it. And here come the Eagles in that quick huddle formation. Different look this time. Lays ball. Is tackled and stopped.
Good stop.
The Eagles get penetration and hit ball in the backfield and a couple of big licks taken by, well, is that McCarty? I think that was McCarty. Hard to tell. Is that 7 or 1?
It was McCarty. It was McCarty.
Okay, McCarty stopped. And a good effort from the defense. And so 14-13, the score. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the kickoff. Eagles get it back here up 1.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Welcome back. 14-13 in favor of Del City. This has been as good as advertised. Big momentum swing in this game was a kick return by McAlester after falling behind 14-0. Kick straight up in the air. They'll force the Eagles to make a play, taking it to the 25-yard line. And some running room for Adama. Adama tackled at the 45-yard line, gain of 20 on the return, so the Eagles get it. 45-55 from the end zone.
Eagles will have it 1st and 10 from their own 47.
This offense was really in gear, but it's been a while since they possessed the ball. Flip on motion. And coming this way with it for the Eagles is Demarion Turner, I believe. Sorry, that was Sweet on the reverse. One of the senior receivers here at Del City. Godwin rolling to his right, has a man in the flat, caught, and out of bounds. Tango McCauley.
Yeah, all sorts of room there on that route. I like the play calling by Del City.
Don't you love the way the ball kind of zips out of McCauley's hands? Godwin's hands.
Yeah, like for his stature, he gets the ball out quick. I like how they roll him out and they get him on the move. Throws a really good ball.
I think that makes him super tough, that you do roll him out. Makes him tough to contain, and he can fire missiles from that spot. Big stop from McAlester. They get some penetration on the handoff, and a gain of 1 will bring up 4th down and 2. Del City taking their time. I don't know if they'll decide to go for this. The play clock is at 7 and counting. We're going to call Godwin's number.
Ooh,
he gets just drilled. Just drilled. What a hit.
That's number 9.
Big hit from the Buffaloes. Owen Russell, the linebacker, and he hit Godwin square on.
Goodness gracious.
Big stop by Owen Russell, the junior outside linebacker, 6'2", 165. But, man, he packed a punch.
McAlester, the momentum has obviously shifted back to the Buffaloes now, as Del City had all the momentum early in this game. And the big long run by McAlester, obviously the 4th down pass play, and now McAlester has it back after a stop and looking to get some more points put on the board before halftime.
A couple of 3 and outs. Quarterback keeper in the wing. Ball on the carry for 4.
Moving a lot of personnel around in the backfield. Now they've got number 12 at quarterback.
It's Lance Stone.
Big body guy. Oh,
Stone breaks free for a gain of 5. We've seen both these teams rise up for some big defensive stops. Del City got one in the last series, and the Buffs here on their last series for a turnover and downs. Is that short yardage formation?
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Morrison stuff. Remember Morrison ran the kind of over formation where they'd run a lot of sweep and swab and trap out of it. It's that kind of that old school formation, and that's what they're running there. Is just a QB sweep is what they're doing. Tight splits, everybody gets down really low. It's hard to see, and he just follows in behind all the lead blockers.
That was McCarty on the carry to get it to the 43-yard line.
I've been really impressed with how both of these teams play, the coaching, the preparation, different formations from both teams. Like, there's your guy.
There's Baugh, Blaze Baugh from the 43-yard line, now deep into Del City territory. A 17-yard run. And so far tonight, while McCarty comes in more decorated, Baugh has probably been the player of the game for the Buffaloes. There's again around the left side. This is not as much running room. Gains a couple.
You mentioned a couple things that make it a little difficult. Not only are their numbers hard to see from up here, but they play so many different people in the backfield. It's hard to tell who has the ball half the time. You imagine trying to game plan for it.
No doubt. I got to do better than this. They're going to revoke my advanced laser commercial endorsement. I mean, advanced lasers in Cataract Center. They told me my eyes are good, but they can't see these numbers tonight very well.
I think those are your eyes. That's I think your vision's fine.
Timeout, McAlester. 6 minutes and 48 seconds to go. This game goes a little quicker tempo-wise when the Buffaloes have the football. So 2nd down and 9 to go. Keep it here and look at some of the scores that are scrolling here. Saw an early lead for Elgin over Ardmore, playing up for the first year in Class 5A for the Owls. Midwest City and Duncan playing. Those two schools haven't played in many, many, many years. 7-6 in favor of the Bombers in that one early.
All right, let me get this up here. Let's get some scores.
There's a good look at Coach Jones and the Eagles. Give them some high-quality marks in the helmets.
Look at that Enid score, 24-14. Plainsman lead.
Plainsman over Moore. Looks like my picks may be a little bit better this week than they were last week. Owasso 10-7 over Mustang. It's a pretty good game. And Edmond Memorial up over Norman. Edmond Memorial going for win number 4. And it looks like this is going to be illegal procedure on the offense.
Look at that Booker T at Stillwater, 28-0 Stillwater.
Big lead for the Pioneers. How about Tahlequah, 21-13 after moving up from 5A.
That's a little surprising there. Putnam City and Deer Creek knotted up at 0. No score there.
2nd quarter.
Travel on over to Class 5A. Whoa, this is a surprising score right here. El Reno leads Noble.
Wow, Noble had that big. It looks like maybe that Noble Ardmore game took a little bit out of both of those teams. Elgin is up 21-0 on the Tigers right now. 2nd down and 14. Play action pass.
Nice.
Got a little screen drawn up. That's good defense to hold on. That ball came out late. That's got to be a completed pass, I would think. Let's see how the officials rule this one.
Well, Mark, I don't know if you noticed from here, but they had that play set up. You hit it on the dot. Incredible job of pursuit by Del City defensively to make that, to kind of wrap around the block and make that tackle, because if they don't, it's 6.
Check out some of the 5A scores. Coweta big over Sepulpa, 27-7.
Let's get out of your seats. Get up, get loud. Make some noise for your Eagle Knee.
3rd down and 6.
Ooh, timeout.
We're burning the timeouts early. Durant on top of Glenpool, 7-6. Like an exciting game last night that we had between Southeast and Cache, a non-district game, won by the Spartans 36-21. What do you have for you?
Let's go to 4A real quick.
Big one between Newcastle and Blanchard, 6-zip in the second in favor of Blanchard. Kind of like Elk City over Clinton, 14-6. The Big Elks do not have a long track record of success against the Red Tornadoes at any venue. Lost twice last year.
All right, Eagles fans, let's get up, let's get loud.
Fort Gibson handling Broken Bow pretty easily. That's a surprise.
Oh.
3rd and 6.
Ooh.
And pass is too far. McCarty
Pass is incomplete. 4th down.
throwing that pass intended in the flat for Chaz Bradley. And let's see what the Buffs do here. They got a decision. Certainly within field goal range. Ball's on the left hash at the 22-yard line. If they attempt a field goal, it will be a 39-yarder. No wind at all here inside the stadium tonight.
All right, Eagles fans, this is 4th down. Let's make some noise.
And that information was superfluous because it'll be 4th down and 6. Pass is off the hand of the intended receiver.
Pass is incomplete. Turnover.
Lesnow, the quarterback, fired that right at Chaz Bradley, and it was well covered and off his hands. And so the Eagles dodge a bullet here, even though McAlester has really had things going their way through most of the second quarter, and Del City will take over on the 23-yard line.
Well, here's a game we talked about, Perkins and Metro, 14-14, knotted up in the first. That's a good game there.
Had a chance to visit with Bill Hasten of the Tulsa World this week in the middle of the day show. He felt like Lincoln might be the team to beat, but a win for Metro tonight would, I think, kind of signify that they're in the mix as well.
Look at that. Jones is up on crossings early, 7-0.
Godwin. Oh, what a block. Going to still try to throw this down the field. He had a couple of guys running in the same spot. McAlester covered it well, and it's an incomplete pass.
Hey, here's a game. How about Sequoia Claremore leading Rejoice Christian 28-21?
You know, I looked at that game, Adam, a lot. Sequoia Claremore really not expected to be amongst the top teams in Class 2A coming into the season. Their schedule hasn't been as tough as Rejoice. I thought Rejoice would probably handle them tonight, but that says a lot about that Sequoia team, who's also in the same district with Veneta. That is a tough, tough pairing.
Well, a good friend of mine, Tim Bart, who actually had been retired out of coaching, used to coach at Moore and coached at Bartlesville, had some really good basketball teams back in the day. He is at Claremore, Sequoia now. And he said the basketball team that they're going to have this year, impressive athletes that they have there.
Adama just got pile-driven backwards by Eric McCarty.
You were ready to make that call, too, while I was talking basketball gibberish over here.
No, Coach Bart is a heck of a coach. That was an amazing tackle as well. Incomplete pass. Godwin took a big hit. And what happened to this offensive showcase we were watching a few minutes ago? It's gone away. Defenses have shown up.
Well, in a game like this with so much emotion, two great teams like this, you usually kind of see that things kind of get settled in, after a little bit. And the way these two teams play defense, I think we're going to see some more stops, but this is about what we expected here with 4 minutes to go in the half. Good punt.
Really is a good punt over the head of the Buffaloes, and that changes field position. It goes from your 26-yard line all the way to the opponent's 20. And so that's a welcome sight for the special teams of Del City, who have not been off to the best of starts tonight.
We'll take a quick break.
Let's take a quick break. We'll take a quick break. 4:40 to go in the first half. McAlester has it at their own 20, down 14-13.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
First down and 10 for McAlester. Offset I. Handoff to the first man through. And how about this Del City defensive front? They are doing a commendable job starting up front for them tonight. Jaden Foreman, as we mentioned, the Oklahoma State commit. Jalen Owens, senior. Raven Swindle, another senior. And Tavan Jackson, a sophomore. Playing some good football.
No big surprises in Class A as I'm looking over the scoreboard here. Cashin finally figuring out how to get in the end zone against Western Heights. I think that's a lot of people figured that out. They're up 41-0 in the second quarter. Ooh, good play.
Fake to McCarty, and Lesnow, the quarterback, keeps it and runs around the end. Del City had good pursuit there. Great deception and a gain of about 10.
God, look at OBA. They're up big on Wacomas. Well, you asked for it, Mark. We wanted a competitive, close game, and
when it was 14-0, I thought it might have jinxed us, but I think we're in good shape.
Here they come with that formation again.
And Del City's doing a great job defending it.
They are. So you were at the Greek Festival today. What was your favorite item today at the Greek Festival?
Well, I tried to have some food discipline because there were a lot of desserts there that I could have gone to town on.
I heard you talking to Trotter, and he's
a baklava sundae. I've had it before. Stupid good. So I did go with the Saganaki, the flaming cheese.
Yeah.
I think that it was well flamed.
Okay.
I think the flaming part of the flaming cheese is wine, so I could get a nice taste of that. So that was pretty good. And then I had some basically fried puffy donut holes that also had a kind of a more like a taste of the baklava in it. Fun time. If you are looking for something to do tomorrow or Sunday, St. George's Church on Penn, 10 to 10, then Sunday 11 to 4. You will not be disappointed. Plenty of food, plenty of drink, plenty of good times.
I've never had Greek food, but the way you explained it on the radio today, it sounds like I'd enjoy it.
Look at this Del City defensive line getting back there to make the play. Foreman. I don't know who I'm most impressed with here tonight. I'm impressed with a lot of guys out there on this field. This is not a surprise at why these teams come in with such a lofty ranking.
I'll tell you another player that I really like is number 6 for Del City, Aaron Carter, the linebacker. He has made a lot of big plays today, too, as well. It's a big kid, too. Just a junior.
Now, which band was he in? 98 Degrees or
he was Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
He was Backstreet Boys.
My boy bands, that was a little after my time. Pass intended for receiver at the 50, and the Eagles have had really good coverage when the Buffaloes have decided to throw the football. So,
well, another thing you got to think about too is, Del City, so talented, chance to contend for a state title. But think about what kind of team they would be if they had the Stone kid who, went to IMG Academy. I mean, he's one of the better players in the country.
Yes. And I know that Robert Jones had thought that he might get him back this year and didn't, but you would have to move somebody off the front of that defensive line. But, yeah, he's one of the top players in the country.
I thought I saw him earlier on the sideline, which wouldn't surprise me because I know IMG's in Bradenton, and Bradenton had to be evacuated because of the hurricane. So
That's a very good point. I think you might be correct. McAllister's going to call a timeout here. Let's.
Seems like everybody's used their timeouts tonight too.
We just lost the scoreboard. There we go.
There's a minute 48. Yeah.
McAlester out of timeouts. Dell City has 1. Now, you asked earlier, and then we do have time now to get into the uniform discussion.
Okay.
Dell City's helmets are black, but they glow with red. I'm going to say so far this season, that is the best helmet we've seen.
Yeah, they've got that like metallic shimmer to them that a lot of these teams are going to.
That's fantastic.
It is really good. I like it. I like just the real traditional look that Dell City's bringing to the table. And I think McAllister's bringing that too as well, other than their numbers just being maybe a little bit too much. I would go with black on that white. I think it would look a lot better than the gold. Gold trim on a black number.
McAlester gets an F for can't see. Yes, I can't see them. Those jerseys are garbage. I'm sorry. They may look good and the kids may like them, but they're bad for the fans and bad for the announcers.
I'm guessing that Dr. Bellardo doesn't have you read gold numbers as one of the things.
They would have rushed me into surgery the minute that I tried after calling this game tonight. I would not go home. I would go straight to the Cataract Center to see Dr. Bellardo. Unbelievable. We'll try to do our best, not trying to be too flippant here, but it's really tough to see those jerseys. The black on I'm sure McAlester has some fine home jerseys. They do have gold with white numbers.
Oh, I've seen that.
Also, not necessarily a good look.
Yeah, it's tough. That's another tough one to read. The worst is with everybody going to this gray and this anthracite, and they do a school color with the gray. It's really, you get like maroon and gray, or it's really hard to see.
Green and gray. Santa Fe had those last year. Empty set for Godwin. And that is incomplete. And you look how many players McAlester have dropped into coverage. They are really, I think, trying to do their best to keep Godwin in the pocket and not really rush him, kind of form a little bit of a barrier, not put too much pressure on the edge where they lose containment. It's a pretty good defensive philosophy, I think, because he can wing it.
Rush 3, drop 8. You haven't heard that before, have you?
I have heard that before.
I think they may have somebody spying him too when they do that, but they are. I agree with you. They got a lot of guys in coverage,
and they just move up, expecting a run there. I think Dell City gets back on top, although McAlester says they've got it. And Dell City does get back on top of it. It's fascinating to watch the McAlester defense with that 3-man front. And then the linebackers, the next level of the defense, playing games with the offense. When they read run, they'll put 8 men in the box. When they read pass, it will be drop 8, rush 3. And so that can be really difficult on the offense to try to determine, hey, what do we want to do when we're trying to read the defense?
And I'm going to guess with McCarty in the middle of the field, they probably have a lot of confidence and flexibility of what they're trying to get accomplished in the secondary with the kind of player that he is.
57 seconds to go. That's the final timeout of the half. We will take it with you. 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Eagles.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you.
Big play here for Dell City, empty set. 4 receivers to the right of Godwin, 1 to the left. Going underneath. What a great pass. Caught bunch of McAlester defenders right there, but not before a gain of over 20 on an absolute missile.
And McCarty was there on coverage, too. It was just a well-thrown ball, like you said, Mark.
Godwin's going to spike it at the 34-yard line. 34 seconds to go at the 34-yard line.
Godwin spikes the ball to stop the clock. Second down for the Eagles.
Big night at Wheeler Houston Field. Homecoming festivities going on for the Maroons.
How they doing?
Not so well. 28 zip in favor of the Saints from OCS. Reunion years of classes ended 2 and 7. Godwin. Ooh, over the middle and overthrown. Nigel Thomas gets taken down around the shoulder pads and the head. And McCarty runs and picks up the ball for the officials. Good gesture.
He looks tired.
He very well could be. He's been out there quite a bit. I'll give a shout out tonight to a couple 2A teams that have kind of been down lately. Holdenville and Tishomingo playing tonight. Both of them are 3-1. Winner of that game gets to 4-1. Godwin, whoa, he threw that one on a beeline, incomplete, a little behind the receiver, but he was busy trying to avoid a pretty significant rush. 23 seconds to go. See what the Eagles decide to do here from the 34-yard line. This is one of those plays where you don't want to try to do something real crazy and end up going into halftime without the lead. Fourth and 10. Godwin bobbles it. 3-man rush. Finds his man.
Nice.
What a play. And
Get out of
the Eagles
bounds.
will try to get out of bounds. They have no time. They're going to have to hurry up to get on the ball here. Chain gang is not moving at all.
No, they're not.
The clock is stopped, and this is a break for the Eagles. The clock should have continued to run, and the clock did not run. It was stopped, and the ball is put at the 10-yard line. We'll see if they have a little runoff here. I'm not sure, but what a pass, man, against an 8-man drop coverage.
Well, and you wonder why the receiver didn't. They're going to try to kick a field goal, but you wonder why the receiver didn't run out of bounds there. You'd think you'd want to try to at least run one play, right?
Yes.
And then kick the field goal? But they, I mean,
I think if they feel pretty good about this, if there's if you get points here, there's something to be said for that. There could be things go wrong if you're trying to get back there. That kick looks good.
Ooh, nope, he missed it.
Dr. Bilardo, ALCOK.com.
I like the Arkansas kicker. He just doinked the side of the upright.
I thought that was going right through the upright.
I did too.
I think based on everything, the way that it's gone, both of these teams probably pretty happy to be where they are at the end of the first half. Del City did have a 14-0 advantage, but really they lost that momentum, and it's been a slugfest here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just McAllister's clawed their way back into this one, but I've been really impressed with like you talked about, the way the defenses have gotten stops and made big plays, and this second half is going to be a lot of fun.
This is absolutely the definition of a prevent defense here for Del City. This is a 3-1-7 formation, and the Buffaloes take a knee. We'll go to half with them right now, and I wouldn't miss the second half of this one for the world. 14-13, Del City over McAlester on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours, because today's hard work gives you an edge. to get higher, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
This is game time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours, because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst, location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City. Be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community.
Sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Welcome back to the Squirtle Game of the Week. Mark Rogers, Adam Dieselhorst with you at Calsu Stadium in Del City. Stadium looks great. They've really done a nice job of sprucing Calsu Stadium up. And great performance at halftime by the Del City Band. If you go to Vegas and go to the Mirage to see the Beatles show Love, it'll cost you a couple $100. But we got it here tonight for the right price of $0.
Yeah, big time halftime celebration. Love the props. Credit to Del City's band. I'll give McAllister's band a little credit making that ride over. They've been very active and loud, too, as well, from across the way.
I've taken a school bus to McAlester before, and it was not a pleasant experience.
From Blackwell?
Negative.
Okay.
It was a school bus rented as in the guise of a limo, but it was a school bus that was retrofit with a disco ball and things like that.
Nice.
And we took it from Norman to the prison rodeo. Now, this was a bus built more for short stints, not long stints, because when we got in the hills of southeastern Oklahoma,
oh my gosh,
I don't know that we topped out at anything faster than 60 miles an hour. It was a long, hot ride. But I can say that I have been to the prison rodeo, which no longer exists.
Well, I mean, most people are aware of Broken Bow Lake and what it's become. But I'm telling you, that area down there, if you've never been, between McAlester and Broken Bow, you don't even feel like you're in Oklahoma. It is beautiful down there.
Absolutely.
You know, Mark, you talked about McCarty. I mean, look at him. He's also on kickoff, too. I mean, that's, he wants to be out there.
If you, I mean, a player that's that good, and I would want him to be out there, too, if I'm Forrest Mazie. Oh, we got our kickoff return here. Big run by Kenigel Thomas. You can see why K-State's interested in him as well. I mean, he has that receiver, game breaker, and that was Adama. I'm sorry, not Thomas, who cut the opening touchdown pass of the game, but Braylon Adama, also a very good player, only a junior.
Yeah, I think Adama's going to have some looks too. Also, I mean, you're right. He hit the accelerator there and kind of zipped by everybody. He ran right by McCarty also as well. I'd say another impressive player so far in this game is Owen Russell from McAlester, number 9, the linebacker.
Well, he had one of the bigger hits in the contest so far. Adama gets it
hole.
right up the middle.
Oh,
Fumbles
fumble.
a football. It's loose. And Del City is going to, almost fall on it. Well, no, he did scoop that up. That was a smart play by Josiah Burris.
And that was McCarty on the hit.
Right on the ball. Adama doesn't have any running room along the left side. About 4 McAlester Buffaloes that meet him right after the handoff.
That's going to be a penalty on Kenigel Thomas. He's looking over here at the sideline while the play was being snapped.
So that'll back him up, cost him 5. Godwin back to pass. That was a good catch. I thought it was going to be outside the catch radius. Jalen Sweet, he was able to haul that one in. Godwin, straight back, four-man rush, and he trips and falls. And the Buffaloes have been bringing three-man pressure most of the game, and the four-man pressure got home.
That was just an excellent job there by McAlester to make sure they kept him in the pocket. He was looking for a hole to get through and started to backpedal, and obviously tripped and fell. Be interesting to see what Del City does here.
Well, I would think they might. I mean, a punt goes into the end zone. You're only gaining a net 12.
Let's throw it up to 1, right?
It's another. This is a three-man rush with a spy. There goes the spy with a
not
big
a good
hit. Throws an
decision.
interception. Picked off by the Buffaloes. I think we're going to have a block in the back. But that was the late pressure coming in from the Buffalo spy that caused Godwin to throw the interception.
Yeah. Well, and there were about 5 blocking the backs.
In a sense there, Adam, the interception is not the worst play that you could have.
No, not at all. Obviously, you don't want him to return it like that. But it looks like it's going to be coming back with the penalty, which is going to be on McAlester. And once again, McAlester shows a little life on offense, and the defense makes a stand.
Well, we had all the points in this game in about 2 minutes.
Oh, I know. Thought we were going to have an 8-man game breakout for a minute.
Penalty was illegal block on the back against McAlester. That is a spot foul. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. That'll make it 1st and 10 for McAlester at their own 16-yard line.
I would say that interception worked better than a punt.
I would agree with you.
You punt it, it goes into the end zone, you end up on the 20, and you kind of feel like, hey, well, maybe we should have tried to go for it. They try to go for it. Interception puts the ball at the 16, which I think all day, every day you'll take, forcing the opponent to go 84 yards to score, especially in this game, because the Del City defensive front has really, I thought, you know, if you include everybody on the defense, they've been good in pass coverage. They've been good at all levels of the defense.
How about this score, Mark? Noble still trails El Reno, 21-12. That would be a huge upset, and the first win of the season for El Reno.
5A has got some crazy scores tonight. There's the Del City defensive line standing up. The big play.
That was McCarty on the run.
He's just not been as effective tonight. I have been incredibly impressed with what I've seen on defense from him. I mean, he stands out on that side of the ball. Of course, his offensive statistics are next level from a year ago.
He's a fairly upright runner. He runs really hard. Like you said, he keeps his feet moving. Obviously you see more of his explosiveness on defense, like what you mentioned.
He's listed at 6'3", 180 on his huddle profile, 6'0", 6 flat on the program. He may be somewhere a little bit in between. I don't know that 6'3" is accurate, but he is a player.
Oh, he fumbled it.
He did fumble it, and the ball is still on the ground. Looks like Del City's got it. That is the second fumble deep in their own territory for McAlester, and they turn it over, and a big opportunity for the Eagles here to take back the momentum that they had to begin the game.
Well, and that's the big play we were talking about. Somebody needed to get a turnover And Del City really needs to answer here. They had the opportunity before the half. They missed the field goal. They got down here and in range to score and kind of stalled out. And so you gotta make them pay and score from a short field if you're Del City here.
Tango McCauley, the son of Tango McCauley, played at John Marshall and went to Texas A&M. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 22. 2 minutes and 49 seconds have elapsed here in the second quarter. Quick pass caught at the 18-yard line. Tackle from behind and a gain of about 5 or 6 for the Eagles on the short pass. On the receiving end, Jalen Sweet, the senior wide receiver. Give him a gain of 8.
Well, just in case you're wondering, Bixby leads sophomore 73-0 at halftime. 73-0.
Yeah, that team is ridiculous.
Enid scores again to go up 32-21 over Moore.
As this game goes along, each team's defensive front is beginning to dominate more and more. Eagles give up ground on the second down play, bringing up a 3rd down and 3. Play clock at 6. Eagles are taking their time. Godwin gets the snap at 1. Fakes the handoff.
Ooh.
Runs through the middle of the defense, and he is past the 10, or excuse me, past the 15, and will be very, very close here. It's a 1st down. Gets it all the way to the 10 for a gain of 5. He is lightning quick.
He is. Gets through that hole so quick, like you said.
That'll make it 1st and goal from the McAlester 10.
Handoff goes to Dama, and again, not much running room. Clock moving here in the 3rd quarter, being played pretty quickly. Del City taking their time with the play clock, not in any hurry. Defense has played extremely well tonight. They've given up a 75-yard kick return for a touchdown. Dama falls down as he crosses the line of scrimmage at the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 8 to go. Buffalo's bringing in some new personnel.
Be a timeout at Del City.
We'll take that timeout with him here. It's 3rd down and goal to go from the 9. Big play coming up for the Eagles.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell.
All right, we're back. No timeout called. Officials bring the players back out on the field. Adam, what do you dial up here?
I'm going to boot the quarterback out and try to get – they've had a lot of success kind of on the edge throwing the ball, and I'd boot Goodwin out on the edge.
One-on-one coverage here at the bottom of the screen.
Or run the no play. That always works too.
3rd and 4 is a much higher percentage than 3rd and 8.
I would still do the same thing. Get your playmaker on the edge. They haven't had a lot of success running the ball up the middle unless it's been with the quarterback. and that's been after some play action stuff. So. They're going to have Thomas down here. Can always look to throw him the corner route or the fade route.
We really haven't called the name of Omar Brown very much tonight, but he's a big physical receiver. I think that he is in the tight end spot. There he is.
Timeout.
We do have a timeout. Finally. We'll take it with him. We'll come back. We'll have a big play in this football game. 6:12 to go. Del City, 3rd and goal from the 4.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
We're back to action. See what the Eagles have decided to come up with here. It's a different formation. Tight end to the right, and that is, let's see, motion now to the left. 3 receivers. Change the strength of the side. Godwin is stopped right at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard. And Adam, like you said, try to get to the outside. He goes in there where the big guys have been tough all night and falls short. We'll see if the Eagles want to try to kick another field goal or attempt one.
Yeah, most of the stuff they've tried to do out of the passing game, they've ran the bootleg with Godwin, and that time they, kind of just had a straight drop back and play was busted. But good defense again by McAlester. Great answer. They've been in 2 bad spots here early on in this quarter and made 2 huge stops so far.
Snap's good. The hold's down. That kick looks good.
Yep.
It's good. Eagles tack on the first points since early in the second quarter to take a 17-13 lead. Stanley Johnson with the kick and conversion. 17-13 Del City.
Sequoia, Claremont, or Joyce Christian are all knotted up in the third quarter, 28 all. That's a game right there.
You had the over in that, right?
Speaking of overs, Prague up 59-0 on Keys. Prague has got a team.
I think they do. And like I said, normally they would have been in Class 2A2 with perhaps Crossings Jones, Chandler, but they have moved east. Perhaps Vian, maybe their biggest challenger in that district. So we'll see how they do. Probably be some long bus rides for the Red Devils in the playoffs.
Yeah, they needed to break that district up, though. There were a lot of really good teams in that. That's all they needed was another really good team in there. So here's another good score. Beggs and Victory Christian, both top 10 teams. 30-28, Beggs leads late in the third.
Take a look ahead to next week. There's some really good ball games out there. Deer Creek and Choctaw, I believe that's a Thursday game in Choctaw. Union and Mustang, another game next Friday. Check on the Mustang score against Owasso. Might be a tough task for the Broncos to hang in there with Union. Buffaloes have already had a big kick return for a touchdown, but the Eagles get this one stopped. And McAlester will take over 1st and 10 on the 22. Blanchard and Tuttle. It's always a close one.
It's quite a game there.
CHA travels to Minco next week. It's a pretty good ball game in Class A. Several good ones in 8-man ranks. Hollis at Laverne, Shattuck at Balco Forgan, Southwest Covenant at Covington Douglas. But the best of them all, probably, I think, the battle that might really tell us who could win the Class C state championship, Waynoka and Timberlake.
Speaking of Timberlake, we need to obviously our thoughts and prayers are with Coach Severin, who had triple bypass surgery this last weekend, and from reports he's doing very well, and he was able to go home, and knowing him, he'll probably try to be on the sideline for that game.
If not, he'll be tuned into the game of the week.
He will be. Just play action to nobody, and it ended up working out.
I don't know if that was a busted play, but it's a big gain for Caden Lesneau.
Sometimes the worst plays work the best. I mean, that was he faked the inside zone to no one. We got an injured player on the field.
Looks like a cramp back here at the 22-yard line. You know, not only is it difficult to see the numbers, it's difficult to discern some of the numbers from one another. The 2 and the 7, very close.
Yeah, they've got some type of like block font that is not overly helpful on the eyes.
Del City player is up, and he's struggling a little bit with the cramp in that leg. Quaylen Goodman, sophomore, has been getting after it on both sides of the ball.
I'm gonna take a picture of your notepad over here. That'll help me pick some games for next week.
That's about all. That's. I went through the whole thing, 6A to C. So you get the list there.
We may have to try to reach out to Choctaw and see about doing that game on Thursday. That'd be a fun one.
That would be, I think, a great one. Those two teams met last year in the playoffs, and Deer Creek got the better of things.
We did Booker T. Washington and Choctaw last year. That was the longest game I've ever called in my entire life. I believe there were 41 penalties in that game. There were like 3 ejections. It was a lot of emotion, needless to say, on both sides. And it was actually a very well-played game outside of that disaster.
And so this year, it's like Seinfeld, everything's evening out for you. We had 2 games with running clocks.
That's true. That is true. Speaking of running clocks, wouldn't be bad to have one of those cupcakes right now from last week.
I'll say this, that the Del City has put out a nice spread. We all enjoyed some snickerdoodles at halftime, and there were some Chick-fil-A sandwiches in there, so they've done a nice job.
Yeah, big shout out to the athletic department and the administration of Del City to allow us to cover this game. There's a lot of media here tonight, so we're one of many covering this game, as you would expect, and we appreciate the opportunity.
Andy Collier, former Midwest City quarterback, got a chance to visit with Lenny Hatchett, the outstanding coach of the Del City basketball team.
Yep, got to see them last year in the Tournament of Champions at BOK Center, which we will be back at that again. They've asked us to come back to stream that. He's got some players, my goodness.
Lesnow rolls out, has his man caught, Carter Lance on the reception, gain of about 7. If you'd asked me an hour ago what I thought the score would be with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, I might have told you 31-28 or something like that. This really has settled down into a very good defensive game.
Yeah, really the only miscue, I mean, McAlester had the turnover of the last possession. Obviously, Del City throws the pick, but really it almost ended up better than them is the missed field goal really by Del City. It's not like either team's really shot themselves in the foot. Now, obviously, Del City's had the better hand here recently defensively.
Boy, that is tough physical run.
Ball came
out again.
Still going to be McAllister's ball, but I think it did.
You know, I have got the 6A1 football scores pulled up. I think that tonight's and last night's games really tell the story here. Is you've got Union up by 51, you got Bixby up by 73, and everything else is close.
I know.
I think between the outside of those two teams, I would really like Jinx a lot this year, but they're injured right now. It might be an opportunity for Norman North to get them next week, but you've got improved teams at Edmond North. You've got improved teams at Edmond. You've got a very much improved team at Enid. 3rd down and 2 to go. McCarty.
He's got it.
Powers for the first down. Hit right at the mark, the 47-yard line, and winds up at the 50. which means those two teams will have byes. So we'll have some really competitive matchup, I think, in the first round of the expanded 6A playoffs this year.
So what week do Union and Bixby play? Is that a couple weeks from now, I think?
They do not play. They're in different districts. That's what I'm saying. They'll be
wow.
on the opposite side of the bracket.
Bad,
Any meeting between those teams will be in the state finals.
That's right. That is right. I just always assume all those teams play each other, just because of but I assume wrong.
1st and 10. Les now under heavy pressure,
Good
and he
tackle.
falls down. Great play from the Eagles. Number 12, Jashawn McAlester, the sophomore, got back there in just enough contact to get the quarterback for the Buffaloes for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, you're right about that. That was huge because there was a lot of room on this edge, and he had an open receiver at about the 35-yard line down here that I think he was eyeing pretty close.
Well, when you lose containment, a lot of bad things can happen for you. So that was not only a key play to prevent the big play, but also put McAlester behind the chains. Clock running, 2:19 to go in the third. McCarty gets it, falls forward.
That's Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter has had some stats tonight.
He's a junior. You mentioned playing the linebacker position.
I mean, I've been really impressed with him. He's got size. He could be a kid that you could see on a Division I on Saturdays, or they play all sorts of different days now, but he definitely fits the bill.
McCarty gets it, and he is stopped in his
fumbled.
tracks.
I think it's interesting to see the contrast in styles. Obviously, McAlester is happy with playing defense, but at some point in time, it's still obviously just a one-score game. But I think they're going to play the field position battle and try to get themselves in a better spot. But 2 plays there with 2nd and long and 3rd and long, and you just kind of hand the ball up right the middle, trying to not make a mistake.
4th down, and the Buffs look like they will punt.
Oh, no, they faked it. Nah.
I think you got to credit the pressure, and I think that's your guy Carter back there in the face of the quarterback, or is it McCauley? One of the two. That's McCauley.
I think it was McCauley that time.
It was McCauley, but if that play, if the punter would have just waited for just a second more, it might have been a lot bigger play because he had receivers open down the field.
No doubt. The guy he threw the ball to was getting a step on. It was number 9. Would be Owen Russell. He was getting a step on him, and like you said, just another half count or so, and I think that play could have gone.
So good field position for Del City. Godwin, look at him slip through just a little crease. It's a pretty good gain, a gain of a 5.
Man, he is good in open space.
Down to the McAlester 42-yard line will be 2nd down.
They're going to be fine with just running this play clock out. Start the 4th quarter. New running back
Adama.
in the game.
Well, that's not Adama.
Yeah.
Good move and good reversal of field. I believe that's number 2, right? Damarian
28.
28?
Yep.
Shaden Green, sophomore.
That was a great run.
Time has elapsed in the 3rd quarter, and we've got some people coming over here to tend to an injured Eagle. Or excuse me, Buffalo.
That's number 12 down for McAlester. Lance Stone, the junior.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll take a break. Del City is moving into McAlester territory. They've got it at the 28 when the fourth quarter begins. You're watching the Squirtle Game of the Week.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Del City's got it at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, after a nice run from a sophomore, Shaden Green, his first carry of the game. Godwin.
Oh, goodness.
Gets through, breaks through the line of scrimmage at the 20, down to the 15. So fast and able to maneuver.
Well, and you could tell there, Mark, he was looking to
Great
run.
weapon.
He was looking to run the whole way.
McAllister's defensive game plan has been really good. They've kept the Eagles guessing with the number of guys in the box. That's Adama back in the game at the tailback spot, and that dive play handoff has just not worked. Credit to the defensive front of the Buffaloes.
Yeah, like you talked about, we talked about today, mostly everything up the middle has not been there, so credit to McAlester. They've really kind of put Adama under wraps, but it's been Godwin they'll get the whole game as far as on scampers and some of the stuff they've been able to get him in the boot game. I'd like to see him boot him out this time and roll him out to the far side of the field, see what he can make happen here.
52, Garrett Shumway, 53, Jaden Shumway are two big key cogs in the middle for McAlester, and Malachi White is a junior that's getting some looks from colleges. Godwin has got a man in the back of the end zone, 1 foot
he
in
dropped
and
it.
no. What a pass. And Godwin waited just a second. You could hear the crowd really rise to see a man wide open in the back of the end zone, but good recovery from the Buffaloes defense to get over there and put a big lick on the Del City receiver.
Yeah, good play there, obviously. And a heck of another, see Godwin, it's his arm, my goodness. Rolling out and threw a laser. I don't think the play clock is working, I've noticed.
Play clock has not started. The clock has been doing some strange things, you're correct. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Godwin facing a 3-man rush. He's got plenty of time. Here's where he's dangerous.
Oh,
and
there's going to be a
great
hold.
Big hit stopped him right at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3. But as you said, Adam, this one's coming back.
Yeah, that was just one of those situations where you had the lineman engage with the end, and when a lot of times when that running back gets by him, you see him just make that grab for 1 second.
Can you imagine trying to play the role of spy against Godwin?
My goodness.
And they've done a great job. He's gotten loose on a few runs tonight, but I think that all in all, they have to be satisfied with the way they've held him in check.
Now Del City will kick a field goal. I was wondering if they declined it, if they would do that.
I believe that is 82. Stanley Johnson in for the kick. Boy, that was a bad snap and
Got
a good
it.
hold. And the field goal is good. So that extends the lead to a touchdown and extra point here with 10-12 to go. We'll take a break. It's Del City 20, McAlester 13.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
All right, welcome back. 10-12 to go. Should be an exciting conclusion here in the fourth quarter. Del City, a couple of field goals in the second half is all the scoring we've had, and they lead 20-13. Del City special teams. See if they lose containment, and they don't. Big hit for Demarion Turner, the sophomore. We've called his name a few times tonight.
And there's going to be a flag on McAlester.
Field position has been an important part of this game. Del City has been the benefactor of some great field position, and McAlester not quite as much.
And really outside of like the kick return and the long pass play on fourth down, McAlester has been stifled by Del City's defense. They have not moved the ball very well the last handful of possessions.
In the fourth quarter at Elk City, 14-12, the Elks over the Red Tornadoes. Broken Bow making a rally. They were down 24-6 to Fort Gibson. It's now 24-19.
Wow, Jones just scored again to go up 14-3 on crossings.
Penalty flag was unsportsmanlike conduct on McAlester.
Blanchard about to bounce Newcastle from the ranks of the unbeaten. They lead 19-0 in the fourth.
And that game next week would be another really good one.
Blanchard and Tuttle.
When is that not a good game, right?
Every year it's a good one. This moves it back. Sometimes it's high scoring, sometimes it's low scoring. You never know. Moves this one back to the 5-yard line, the 6. But Del City has got this McAlester team pinned back. Lesnow drops back to pass. Throwing one up deep. Great adjustment and caught. The receiver had a better eye on the football than the defender, Blaze Ball.
Sometimes when you just throw it awful, it ends up being a better situation. I think they're going to call pass interference or maybe a hold.
On the defense. I believe that might have been Bradley on the reception.
Yeah. That ball got hung up there and was not a very good pass, but hey, biggest offensive play of the second half for McAlester.
And it gets him off the goal line. There goes McCarty. He's in the open field. This is where he's dangerous. A chance to watch his huddle tape here tonight, and the kind of vision that he has at the running back spot is pretty amazing.
Yeah, credit to Del City. They've done a fantastic job of keeping him kind of bottled up tonight. I think the style of runner that he is, too, he wears on you after a while, too.
Flag flies. That's good defense by Carter. Make the stop. McAllister's pointing at the Eagles on the penalty. Unless this is against the Buffaloes, it's going to be a first down.
Not sure I understand what's going on here. Because the back judge was, or the umpire was telling him to run the clock, but there's a flag, so.
Penalty is going to be on McAllister. Beggs' victory game continues to have scoring like a pinball machine, 42-40 Beggs.
Claremore scored again on Rejoice. It's 35-34 now.
So that wipes out the first down. It sets up a second down at 7. Power formation with 2 tight ends. You just snap it directly to McCarty, and he's doing his best, but he is not able to gain much. At some point in time, you would think maybe that McAllister might have that formation where they sneak one of those tight ends down the field, potentially for a big play like a jump pass or something along those lines. Del City defense has been aggressive and willing to come up and play some physical run defense.
We saw that a lot when these people started running that QB run game stuff out of those power formations like you talked about. Like, you know, OU did a lot with Blake Bell, and Oklahoma State did a lot. But you're right, Mark. Something like that I think could go for a big play.
Del City has 11 men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. McCarty gets the first down against that type of defense. Wow. I give some credit to Mike, the PA announcer here tonight at Del City. If the Thunder need a guy,
man,
they need to look no further than about 6 miles east of the Paycom Center.
I hope somebody's got him some type of a hot drink. It's a coffee or something that's.
It makes my throat hurt. It does.
Olive juice, something.
Del City, even against this 2-wide formation, is going to stick all of its players right up next to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing there.
Oof, that is a big physical tackle. No gain.
Jones just scored again. Let's look at some other scores in 5A in this same class. Most of the games are not as competitive as this one, obviously. Noble, or El Reno, still leads Noble 28-26 in the fourth.
Noble making a comeback.
They are.
I don't know that you could have a more exciting finish than they had in the Noble Ardmore game last week. Carter Swanson diving at the, or Cal Swanson at the pylon. What a play! They get to the quarterback. Great play by Braylon Adama, going both ways. Gets the huge sack.
I'll be honest with you, Aaron Carter got through there and he just got grabbed from behind. Felt like he really got held on that play, but the result ended up being better for Del City almost. Wow. Clock's still moving, and man, this is what play do you got for 3rd and 25, Mark? How about a screen? I haven't seen either of these teams run a screen.
To be honest with you, 3rd and 25 play, Del City's backed off a little bit on defense. I'm just handing it off. Timeout, 6:01 to go. I mean, they may boo me for being conservative, but I don't know that you've got some running backs that can get through there and negotiate a big gain. We'll take a big break. We'll take a break, come back with more. Here's 6 minutes and 1 second to go. Stay tuned.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your cut.
All right, welcome back. 20-13. Third down and forever for the McAlester offense. 4 wide and a running back, and the Eagles backing off, playing conservatively. They're going to throw it. And that is way past the line of scrimmage. That's going to be
it's going to be he's past the line of scrimmage, like what you
yeah,
said.
and you know, that comes with a loss of down, I believe.
Yeah.
So Del City won state championship, 1976. Been a long, long time.
They were in semis. When was that? Recent as 2 years ago?
2019. They went to the semis. It's a little different when you go to the semifinals in Class 6A Division II than it is if you go to Class A.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a 32-team bracket instead of an 8-team bracket, so.
That penalty is going to be declined to make it 4th down.
Del City has only 3 playoff wins since 2000. Now, 2 of those have come here in the last 3 years, but this is a team that I think can win it all. Both of these teams can win it all. But I've been extremely impressed with Del City tonight.
Oh, wow. They're going to fake it again. Well, no, they thought about it. That was a better decision. Ooh, he could be gone.
What a run. Adama somehow gets through a maze of players.
Big time run back.
Threat returning kicks.
Well, I said it was better, and maybe it wouldn't have been.
I mean, it did cause everybody to stop for a second, and I don't think it caused their own guys to stop. But once again, I think the story of this game tonight, when it's written, is field position. Del City starting at the 20-yard line, and McAlester has been pinned deep for virtually this entire second half here. And points for the Eagles would be huge here, no matter if it's 3, 6, 7.
And the way they're kicking field goals and the confidence they have in that field goal kicker, you almost would like to see 3 runs, burn some clock. You know, obviously getting in the end zone is the ultimate goal, but even if you get 3 runs down there and get you better field position to kick a field goal, you're probably going to be in a good spot here.
Adama, no rest for the weary, gets the handoff and is pushed back.
Adama on the carry, gain 2, 2nd down for the Eagles.
Del City's done a great job of clock management tonight. Now the clock, play clock has been broken, so that may be a little bit of an advantage to them, but they have been deliberate when they've needed to be. Run blitz.
Ooh,
and
nice
Adama
cut.
sneaks through.
McCarty barely tripped him up.
First down at the 10, so that'll let some more time run off the clock, but they came with an aggressive run blitz, and Adama was able to sidestep that.
It's one of the first times we've seen Adama have some success up the middle. But he's been all over the place as far as the defensive stop he had on the sack. Was it not him that ran the punt back just a second ago?
Yes, yeah.
So he's kind of taken over this game here late in the fourth quarter.
I've really been most impressed with him, and he has had the biggest impact in the game at special teams.
I agree.
Just right down the road to see that score going on right now. Big win in Class A, Crescent, 14-6. CHA about a mile from here.
Yeah, literally just right down the road. Quarterback.
Godwin can't fool him. Look how many McAlester defenders are there. I think another thing that has to be said about these two teams and programs, we mentioned Forrest Mazey's record, 70-20. He's 33-9 at McAlester. Robert Jones knows a thing or two about winning. He played on 3 state championship teams at Carl Albert, played at Oklahoma State. And 13-2 here in his second year at Del City. These teams are very well coached.
We had a timeout, officials timeout here. Bringing the big boys in.
And who we got in the backfield there? We got Aaron Carter, Tango McCauley.
Going to give McAlester a little taste of their own medicine.
That's Demarion Turner and the Wildcat formation. Clock continues to roll. We'll be under 3 minutes when this next play is snapped. Del City here tonight, they've played this game in an impressive way. A lot of times you'll see high school teams and aren't really kind of afraid to go to a kicker, and kicking 2 field goals in this game have been, I think, of massive significance, especially if they could get another one here. Then looking back on those decisions to kick field goals become even more the right thing to do.
Yeah, you can tell they have a lot of trust in him because they're not doing anything risky. Right here, I'm saying they're going to run this ball right up the middle.
Well, it's had a lot of confidence in his defense as well. All right, we'll take the timeout with him here. 2:32 to go. Del City has it on the 8-yard line. 3rd down and goal to go. Stay tuned.
Man, that's a game, that Enid Moore game.
Tom's doing that with
my father-in-law. Yeah.
Coaches and players would like to thank Stephen Tony Photography for capturing good moments for us and helping raise support for our team. We are family. Ortho Central.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now,
3rd and goal to go. McAlester backs out. Handoff. Tough running room and a gain to the 5. I'll put it right in the middle of the field. So Braylon Adama picks up 3, and it looked like he might break through, but the McAlester defense is there to get him. Let's see if we see Stanley Johnson come back out of the field. It looks like we will.
And they're going to let this clock tick all the way down. How many timeouts does McAlester have left?
I think they got 1 left. 2?
Just 1, it looks like.
Good snap.
Got it.
Good hold. It's good. And for the first time since early in this ball game, the Del City Eagles have more than a 1-possession lead, 23-13. Have we ever featured the great food of Krebs on the Squirtle food blog?
I think John actually has, and that place is next level. I mean,
you got a ton of choices down there. You got Pete's
Place, yep.
Got Rosanna's. You got the Isle of Capri. I'm missing one. One more. Anyway, all good.
There's a brewery down there too, right?
Pete's has a brewery.
That's right.
And then, yeah.
Oh, man, I mean, you hit it on the dot a second ago. Just Del City has just been so solid in this game. They've not made very many mistakes. They've been confident in the kicking game, and it just stifled McAlester. Other than the kick return and that long fourth down pass, McAlester has not been able to move the ball consistently at all.
Well, for all of the speed possessed by the Del City skill positions, Adama, Kenigel Thomas, the quarterback, DeKalen Godwin. Now, McAlester is a team that I think is used to bullying people. They're used to just showing up and running their offense, and that's going to be enough for McCarty to run for some big gains and things like that. But this Del City team not only has that speed, but they have toughness.
Yeah, you talked about it up front. Foreman and Owens and Swindle and Johnson, McCauley and Carter and McAlester. That front seven for Del City has been very impressive. And we obviously all know about the accolades that Foreman has gotten, but I'm telling you, Carter, to me, has been as impressive as anybody on the field today. He is a junior people need to keep their eye on.
Same pass. Ooh. They scored a touchdown on the first half, and it's good.
That's
McAlester. McCarty catches the pass out of the backfield, and he is gone for 80 yards and hold everything. 23-19 on an 80-yard touchdown pass. Same play that worked in the first half. Fake to the running back, and he goes down the boundary wide open. What a play.
Wow. And I just got done talking about how they've been stifled, and love the play call, by the way.
Go back to the same thing that worked earlier.
Yeah.
High snap, and the kick is still good. Wow. We got 1:34 to go here, and one timeout each way, so I think we'll probably see what the Buffaloes have here in terms of an onside kick or potentially a pop-up kick.
Man.
We're just talking about Tom and Coach Turney having a pretty good ball game tonight, but I don't know, man. I don't think I want to trade places with those guys.
No, not at all. And I mean, it's, you pick these games, and a lot of them look so great on paper. And I think tonight, all the games we picked, they're all fairly competitive, especially our 2 game of the weeks. But man, that was really impressive. Put the ball in the hands of your playmaker, come up with a great play call, and then get an onside kick here and see what happens.
Les, now the quarterback has executed that fake beautifully both times, which has been the toss to McCarty, which draws all the attention in the world. He rolls out. They got a lot of action here, and it's like a lonesome in. No one over there to defend McCarty, who people have given up on the initial read when the ball didn't go there, and that's a well-designed play.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but the quarterback got put down pretty hard by Foreman, and credit to him for getting that ball off because he hit Foreman right in his face.
And I apologize earlier in the game. Again, been confused. My bad all night. I think we gave credit for Blaze Ball on the reception earlier. It was McCarty on that long catch initially. So 2 long receptions for Eric McCarty, who's had a hard time just getting things going on the ground tonight. Del City not really in onside kick formation.
I think there's going to be a timeout called, which that benefits McAlester.
Not something that you necessarily go over every week in practice, so I think it's a good timeout
by Del City. Normally the hands team, the alignment is basically 2 flanks of defenders, but McAlester really forces you to try to think about things if they're going to put everybody in the middle of the field there. So
yeah, and you obviously are going to have to change. Normally most teams have more than one onside, and so after seeing what they just did, the philosophy, the coaching theory would be to do something different, because if Del City's calling a timeout, they're going to talk to their kids about what they just saw. It's pretty crazy how creative people have gotten with onsides. It's really fun to watch the NFL now, all the different things that they do. And I still think the rules in high school make it even easier to get an onside kick.
Cat and mouse game.
And Noble just went ahead of El Reno, 34-28.
All right, McAlester will try a different formation here. And again, I don't know. This Del City, you got a lot of guys back deep.
Timeout again. This time by McAlester.
To me, it just looks like formationally with 4 or 5 guys standing 15, 20 yards off the ball that McAllister's got a couple of spots that they might be able to take advantage of here.
I guess the thought process for McAlester is you only have 2 timeouts, so.
Penalty flag on McAlester for false start.
Oh, so it wasn't a timeout; it was a false start. So that they still keep their timeouts. I was a little bit confused because you still have 2 timeouts. You get a couple stops on defense, you still have a chance to get the ball back. So I guess a false start doesn't really hurt you that bad.
Nope. False start being that had a player cross the 40 before the ball was kicked. Back and forth games going on all over the place, and Class 6A1, Edmond Memorial takes the lead over Norman, 33-31 late. Santa Fe looking for its first win tonight against Edmond North. Back on top. Westmore has made a rally in the game against Jinx, trailed 28-16, trailed by 12. And that's the largest margin of any game in that class other than the games involving Bixby and Union. And for the 3rd time.
I believe it hit the defender.
And looks like McAlester may have this one.
I thought it hit.
Did they touch it before
player?
It went 10 yards? This is the big decision because McAlester came up with the football. Did they touch it before it went 10 yards?
I thought it hit the kicker, but
the officials are conferring on this. What a big, big call. And we're going to talk it all over between everybody.
Yeah, I thought the kicker, it bumped up against his shoulder pad, but yeah, they're not going to give it to him.
Here's the call.
Legal touching.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Boy, Coach McAlester coaching staff is fired up. I think you were all over that. You saw it first. It was close. It was very close.
Yeah.
But I think it did bounce off of a McAlester player before it touched the Del City player.
It definitely did. I know that the fans from McAlester are disappointed, but
The ball did not travel 10 yards before somebody from McAlester touched it. Therefore, it's illegal touching and automatically Eagle ball.
I don't think the PA announcer is
making any friends.
He's not winning any people over from McAlester on that explanation.
Just want to let everybody know. Well, that should probably do it here. Enid scores again, 49-35. Well, that's a lot of points for Moore to give up. Not sure what the holdup is here. McAlester still has 2 timeouts, so. Should be 132.
Okay.
132.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
132.
Dr. Bilardo does not need you to come in. That is impressive vision. Adama is going to take the hand off. And
he fumbled it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. McAllister's going to get it anyway.
Yep, they are.
Wow.
Wow.
You got to wonder why run a play.
I know. Well, and I believe Adami looks like he may have hurt his knee, unfortunately.
He is up. Not really up. He is not doing well. Hopefully he's okay. Well, I don't think we can have a better one than this. Field goal ties, touchdown, perhaps wins it for the Buffaloes. And they have good field position at the 37 and somehow managed to keep their timeouts. And here we go.
2 timeouts.
Screen pass, it's there. It's set up. Big run and out of bounds. Stops the clock after a gain of 15.
We talked about running a screen earlier on, and that was just a great play call there. Adame comes back in the game.
.118 to go, first down and 10 from the 50. Motion.
Another screen.
Screen to McCarty.
Oh,
he
wow.
breaks a tackle. He's out in the open. He
Oh,
breaks
my
another
goodness.
tackle.
Oh,
What
my
a run from
goodness.
Eric McCarty!
Oh,
He
my
runs through the
goodness.
entire Dell City defense. He goes 50 yards to the house, and McAlester has risen from the ashes to take the lead here with 1:05 to go. Eric McCarty.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. I mean, Mark, whoa. He was dead to rights 3 separate times.
It's a big extra point here, 26-23. No way I would say this game is over. Throw it back
wow.